Good day! This self-learning science video will serve as a guide which directs our learners to continue learning and acquire knowledge and skills with the assistance of their parents, elder siblings, and guardians while learning at home. In this learning video, you will gain knowledge in identifying safety measures, tell the meaning of typhoon warnings, finding safety precautions before, during, and after a typhoon, and even making decisions on different weather conditions. Welcome to Science Grade 4, Quarter 4, Week 5. Our topic is about safety precautions during different weather conditions. Our learning competency this week: identify safety precautions during different weather conditions. Our objectives are: identify safety precautions during sunny days, rainy days, and windy days, before, during, and after a typhoon, classify typhoon warning signals, and show value of being safe during different weather conditions. Why is it important to know the different weather conditions? It is important that we need to know weather conditions to keep us safe. We all love outdoor activities only if we have fine weather. Field trips, kite flying, sports, and camping are rarely held during rainy days. Weather helps you decide what games or activities you do. Information and knowledge on weather forecast for the day also help us make necessary preparations. During sunny days, we wear light, thin clothes and eat cold foods like ice cream, shake, and others. We must avoid exposing our skin to extreme sunlight by using umbrellas, hats, caps or shades, and or applying sunscreen lotion to protect the skin. We also need to drink a lot of water to keep us hydrated. How about on rainy days? On rainy days, we usually wear thick clothes and eat warm food, and we do not play in the rain to avoid colds. We use raincoats, umbrellas, and boots to keep us safe if we need to go out. How about on windy days? During windy days, we also wear thick clothes and we usually fly kites. We drink warm milk or coffee, and we also eat warm foods. We should be very careful with fire during windy days. Avoid burning dry leaves and playing with fire. We should also avoid fishing or swimming during windy days as it is unsafe. Weather also helps us decide what clothes to wear. We feel comfortable wearing light-colored thin clothes on warm weather and dark-colored thick clothes and use blankets on cold weather. Weather influences the kind of food we eat and the activities we do every day. In case of stormy or windy weather, we are advised to stay home and take the needed safety measures. We store enough food and prepare the flashlights, candles, water, and other needs in case there is a need to evacuate. Are you familiar with the different storm signals and their meanings? It is essential that we know the meaning of each storm signal so that we can prepare for the coming typhoon. Signal number 1 is put into effect when the wind is not more than 60 kilometers per hour. In this situation, impact of winds may cause twigs and branches of small trees to be broken. Some banana plants and some houses of very light materials like nipa and kogon may be tilted or put down. Classes and preschool levels in all public and private schools in affected communities are automatically suspended. Signal number 2 is announced when the maximum wind speed is greater than 60 kph but not more than 120 kph. In this situation, some coconut trees may be tilted or broken, few big trees may be uprooted, large number of nipa and kogon houses may be partially or totally unroofed, some galvanized roofing may be peeled off, and in general, the winds may bring light to moderate damages to the communities affected. With storm signal number 2, classes in preschool, elementary, and high school levels in all public and private schools in the affected areas are automatically suspended. Signal number 3 is announced when a maximum wind speed of more than 120 kph up to 170 kph is expected to affect a certain place in at least 12 to 18 hours. In this situation, nipa houses may be destroyed and there may be considerable damages to structures of light to medium construction. There may be widespread disruption of electrical power and communication services, and in general, moderate to heavy damage may be expected, practically in agricultural and industrial sectors. With public storm signal number 3, people are advised not to travel, especially by sea or by air transportation. People should also seek shelter in strong buildings, evacuate from low-lying areas, and stay away from sea coasts or river banks. Classes in all levels are automatically suspended in affected communities. In this situation, many large trees may be uprooted and most residential and buildings of mixed construction may be severely damaged, electrical power disruption and communication services are disrupted. Signal number 4 is declared when very strong winds of more than 170 to 220 kph is expected to affect a certain area. In general, massive damages are expected in affected communities. What should be done before, during, and after a typhoon? Typhoons can destroy properties and lives. It is necessary and wise to prepare for emergencies. Before the typhoon, stay updated with the news on TV and radio. Inspect and clean up your house, especially your drainage system. Check to see if there is a need to fix your house, such as holes on your roofs and damaged doors, windows, or ceilings. Have them fixed as soon as possible. Do check as well your drainage system. Before a typhoon, you have to store ample amount of ready-to-eat foods and water. Make sure that the foods and water that you will store is adequate enough for you and your family and will last for a few days. Ready-to-eat foods such as canned or packed foods are especially helpful when cooking is no longer available. If you have second or third floor or any part in your house that is elevated, have your things, especially those that generate electricity, placed in there. This will keep water from encountering these stuffs. If you're advised to evacuate, do so. These people who will inform you of the need for evacuation are more knowledgeable than anyone else. So, don't be hard-headed, at least not during this time of crisis. Always have your emergency kits with you. Your emergency kit may include first aid supplies, candles, flashlights, life vests, and battery-operated radio. Now, what to do during typhoon? If no advice to evacuate was announced, then better stay inside your house. Keep yourself calm and postpone any scheduled travels. Stay updated with the news. If you see signs of water rising, better turn off the main sources of electricity. Do keep your electric-powered items stored in higher areas and refrain from using them during flood. Do not wade along flooded areas to keep yourself from contracting waterborne diseases. If it is inevitable, wear protective gear such as raincoats and boots to protect yourself. If you are told to evacuate, calmly comply. Now, what to do after the typhoon? Keep on monitoring the typhoon's movement. Watch out for live wires or outlet immersed in water. If your house was destroyed, make sure that it's already safe and stable when you enter. Report damaged electrical cables and fallen electric posts to the authorities. Beware of dangerous animals. Snakes that may have entered your house. Do not let water accumulate in tires, cans, or pots. Avoid creating a favorable condition for mosquitoes. Now, I'm so glad that you finally understand the lesson on the safety precautions during weather conditions. Now, I think you are ready to take a quiz.